It's overtime at Road America.
Great launch by Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs the advantage as they go into turn number 1. But now here comes the 17 back. They break side by side through 1.
This road course like no other. You can run side by side in these corners.
And look at Josh Berry in the 8, all the way up to 3rd. Now a little gap between the 17 and the 54 as they go into turn 5. Heavy braking area right here. Larson perfect through that turn. The fight for 4th behind them. Does he try to outbrake him? Now, 1 lap to go here at Road America.
See Larson blocking a little bit.
And that defensive move kind of opens the door. The 54 goes to the outside. Will he cross him over?
He puts the bumper to the back of him. Now, another piece of contact. Ty Gibbs got into the right rear quarter panel.
You heard him lift though. Larson misses his corner again. Ty Gibbs underneath him.
Ty Gibbs completes the pass. He's leading at Road America. The final turn. Ty Gibbs up the hill. And an amazing run for Ty Gibbs. He's going to win at Road America.
NASCAR overtime. Seems quite fitting on the return to IRP. Who's going to win it?
Oh, a great start by John Under that time.
Zane surges back side by side. Nemechek gets into the wall. Zane didn't give him a whole lot of room. Here comes Infinger down the backstretch, battling with Ankrum for second. Infinger gets the spot.
Boy, look at that thing. Look at those new tires on the bottom.
Infinger on the inside now, challenging Zane Smith. The white flag is out. Grant Infinger on the final lap closes the door on Zane Smith, and now Rhodes comes up to challenge Zane. Grant Infinger entered the playoffs 9th out of 10 drivers. A subpar season, but he has turned it around in 1 start of the playoffs. Grant Infinger wins at IRP.
Green flag back in the air.
Reddick has to go down the block.
Better restart that time for Reddick, though. He's got a car linked on second.
It's looking for you right now. Middle. Your middle. Your middle. One on your right. Still one on your right. Still middle. Still middle.
3 wide, 4 wide for second. Here comes Austin Cindric. Ryan Blaney sideways in front of the field.
Keep digging. Keep digging.
Side by side up front, though. Chastain. He's right there. They're going side by side through the kink.
And around goes the 1. He's able to get by the 8.
Unbelievable. Sideways, though. That's going to allow Reddick to get a run on him. Lost momentum on corner exit.
A lot of dirt.
Ross Chastain went off the track. So he did that access road to get back on track. Now, the 8 of Tyler Reddick continues to fight him. Is this legal for the 1 to be up here racing right now?
I think NASCAR's trying to figure that out themselves. Reddick trying to work hard to get back by him.
He knows he has Austin Cindric behind him. But the 1 of Ross Chastain was off track. He used the access road after turn 1 after he missed it. Reddick fights back. He's going to try to take the outside line.
Side by side right here. This is tough sledding to try to make this pass.
It's a good position for Reddick. He's going to take the lead back.
Reddick grabs the lead as he comes back out on the front stretch. 1 more time around.
Cindric's got to run on the 1 car. How hard will Chastain push in the braking zone here? He's in position.
Reddick slows through 1. He's clean. Chastain and Cindric. We believe 2nd and 3rd. Chastain still unsure. Can he get through? 13. For the final time, he does.
Oh, he almost misses the corner.
Here comes the 1 of Ross Chastain 1 more time. Out of 14. Tyler Reddick looking for his 2nd Cup Series win. It's going to come in Indianapolis. Noah Gragson in the 9.
Oh, big contact. That's going to hurt that inside line. The 54 is way back there, so now they're organized on the outside. Noah is all by himself.
Brandon Brown trying to stay behind the 21.
Noah's trying hard to side draft and slow that 21 down. He's doing a pretty good job there. Help's got to get there quick, though. Big run coming from the top. Gibbs got there. Now the 14 behind the 54. Haley behind the 54. That's a big deal. Now the Haley in the middle.
Oh!
Contact
Brandon Brown into the wall. The 14 goes around as well. Ty Gibbs also. The big one happening again. The caution comes out. That question to be answered as well. We are once again in overtime. Presented by Credit One Bank.
Timmy Hill back into the back of the 9 car. You saw the contact. AJ's going to push the 21 clear. Here comes the 9.
Austin Hill.
Austin's going to continue.
In front.
Yeah, Austin's going to continue to try to defend that.
You mentioned you didn't think it would get to be 3 wide. Pretty tight pack. Trying to stay at least 2 wide. A little bit of help here. Coming for A.J. Allmendinger, and he's going to give it right to Noah Gragson into the wall. He'll go.
Oh, man.
Big hit for Gragson.
Lock it down,
and the caution comes out again. We're going to try overtime again, presented by Credit One Bank. Austin Hill on the inside. Will it go? Jeremy Clements on the outside.
It's not going. There goes Clements. He's going to be clear.
Clements clears. The 44 follows him. Sage Karam pushing Jeremy Clements out to a big lead.
Look behind them, the 16 of AJ and Brandon Brown. They're teamed up as well. They're going to have a huge run off of turn 2.
They got to get separated by the time they get to 2. That's going to slow them down. Look how far Jeremy Clements has gotten out in front of everybody.
Big run for Brandon Brown with the assistance of Allmendinger.
Here comes Brandon Brown, closing in on Clements. Clements trying to block, trying to slow this down. Here comes AJ to the bottom. Can Clements get there?
Brandon Brown made that move way too soon.
Inside.
That allowed Allmendinger just to turn left on him.
Coming up on one more time around, and around goes the 98. Will they get the white flag? The white flag
keep
in the air.
Back to the top.
Jeremy Clements in front, and the caution comes out. That will end the race. Jeremy Clements is going to win at Daytona.
NASCAR overtime at Talladega. Rhodes and Eckes on the front row.
What happens in row 2? Looks like the bottom is organized very well here.
DiBenedetto giving a good push to Eckes. Holmes now to the back bumper of the 99 of Rhodes.
And that's going to have momentum. He didn't get to him at first, but now that he's there, look at him come.
Brett Holmes right now doing a great job pushing Ben Rhodes. He's going to push him out in front. He is. They're both clear.
Rhodes and Holmes 1-2 now in front of Eckes.
That momentum was impressive, and here they come on the outside.
Now Eckes to the outside to join Rhodes, and the bottom line is moving with a push from DiBenedetto. It's Holmes to the lead.
Couple Chevrolets down on the bottom. DiBenedetto and Holmes.
The Toyotas are side drafting, trying to break that up.
Coming to the
ground.
White flag is out, 1 to go.
Next one ends it. Next flag ends it, Vince, as you mentioned.
It's Holmes, the Alabama native, trying to win for the very first time in his Camping World Truck Series career. The former ARCA champ, he is out front.
He might be too far out in front now, Vince.
Here comes Rhodes with a push from Eckes, his teammate, on the outside. And Rhodes cuts in front of Holmes.
Look at Corey Heim now pushing on the outside.
Eckes on the outside, Rhodes on the inside, teammates at Thorsport. Here they come into the tri-oval.
You gotta stay bottom lane.
Rhodes in the lead. Wreck to the outside. Rhodes still there, trying to hold off. And the yellow and the checkers fly, and is it Brett Holmes? It's official, the 25 of Matt DiBenedetto, the winner at Talladega, his first career win.
It is overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. Ty Gibbs, A.J. Allmendinger. Little contact made as they go across the line. Allmendinger surging ahead through 2. They make contact again.
Allmendinger with a great move to get in front of Ty Gibbs. Lots of contact deeper in the field behind him.
Yeah, there was contact between Ryan Sieg and Daniel Hemrick, which has given Sieg a chance to run down the 19 as the battle for the lead continues. Oh, the 98 turned around. Heavy contact with the wall.
We'll see if he's able to fire it back up and roll. Or will that bring out a caution? If the race leader does not get the white flag, they'll have another restart.
This battle right here is going to head right into the chicane. The 54 is going to try to get to the rear bumper of the 16, try to outbrake them. The 98 still sits in the grass. A block by the 16.
Yeah, aggressive block by Allmendinger. Riley Herbst still not moving.
He's trying. You see him rolling. Now the caution comes out. There'll be another restart.
Caution's out.
As we try overtime again. A.J. Allmendinger on the inside. Ty Gibbs on the outside. As they race side by side into turn 1. Allmendinger all the way up the racetrack, almost running Gibbs into the wall.
Look at Sieg trying to make it 3 wide. Brandon Jones driving away from him.
Sieg falling back now. As the fight for second has the 54 of Ty Gibbs in front of Noah Gragson right now. Oh, and around goes a car in the back of the pack.
And they got Stephen Parsons in the 45.
It is.
Getting spun around. Still green, though.
After a great run for Stephen Parsons, he gets turned around, and we stay green. Down the backstretch and into the backstretch chicane. Allmendinger with a 6-car length advantage right now over Gibbs.
And only one car separates Ryan Sieg from Brandon Jones, and that is the 8 of Josh Berry, who's between them.
2 points will determine potentially who makes it into the next round of the playoffs.
Allmendinger with a 3/4 of a second lead.
White flag one more time around.
Sieg pushing for all he's got, using all of the racetrack.
Sieg knows what he has to do. Rod, his dad, on the radio letting him know he's 2 spots away from advancing in the playoffs.
Well, if he gets to Josh Berry will be moving out of the way because he is coming fast.
Allmendinger still with almost a second lead over Gibbs for the race lead.
Remember, if Josh Berry gets by the 19, that'll slow the 19 down, and then the 39 will be right there.
Josh Berry in the 8s. He's got to the back of the 19. Now they're on the big track for the final time. Allmendinger looking to make it 4 in a row at Charlotte. And can Brandon Jones hang on to this final spot for the playoffs through the backstretch chicane for the final time for the 19? And A.J. Allmendinger announced he's going cup racing full-time next year. He is still undefeated at Charlotte in the Xfinity Series. He's going to win again at the Roval.
You the man, like I told you.
Back underway. Side by side and carnage in turn 1. 6 cars turned around. Can they get going again? Out front is Christopher Bell. He's past the 4 of Harvick.
Blaney, one of those cars in turn 1, finally pulling away.
With Bell as the leader, that has Larson 1 point, just 1 point above the cut line. Cindric 1 back. Again, that's just a position on the racetrack. Cindric, if he gains a position, he'll be tied with Larson.
And he is in a battle back here. You see it at the bottom of the screen, side by side with the 43 car of Jones down the back straightaway.
And again, the tiebreaker as we see brakes locking up as they go into Trilogy.
Oh, the two's around.
Kane, and around goes the 2. Cindric now waiting to get back on track. Larson +5 now as they're running on the track. White flag in the air, one more time around. Christopher Bell, can he win his way into the next round of the playoff?
More cars spinning across the front straightaway here. Ty Dillon, the 23 car as well. Ty Gibbs.
Briscoe, Larson, tied right now for the final spot. Briscoe trying to grab another position. With that,
Briscoe's got to make this work. He's got to go find this spot. He's got new tires.
the tiebreaker would go to Chase Briscoe, the best finish in this round if they stay even. Christopher Bell now coming out onto the oval. Bell. What a day this would be for Christopher Bell.
Briscoe underneath Eric Jones, but Austin Dillon underneath Briscoe.
Those points are going to change again. The final time through the Trilogy chicane for Christopher Bell.
Right side, all clear, all clear.
Cole Custer throwing a block right there on everybody.
Briscoe with a huge drive into the rear chicane.
A 2-point advantage for Briscoe and Christopher Bell. He has done it. He's won his way into the round of 8.
The championship on the line. Rhodes, Chandler Smith, Zane Smith. The green is out. NASCAR overtime for the title.
There goes Zane. He got there first.
Zane Smith on the inside. Rhodes getting squeezed in the middle, and Chandler Smith on the outside. Zane Smith's got the lead. Chandler trying to cross over.
Chandler's going to get there, Vince.
Side by side, Chandler Smith and that 18 truck down to the bottom.
He's going to slide up, and this could open the door for Rhodes.
Rhodes coming, and the white flag is out. The final lap. Throw a blanket over the 3 for the championship. Zane Smith has got it, but Chandler Smith on the inside taking a look. That's Rhodes on the outside. Down the backstretch, Zane Smith. The runner-up each of the last 2 years. Can Rhodes get to the bumper and move him? Zane Smith is winning it, and he has done it. The championship goes to Zane Smith.